And welcome to my YouTube. I'm ALANCOOK, the proud owner of the MI-DION, which is on the right, and the Mona Lisa is on the left. It's a younger child. The picture in the middle is a x-ray of the Mona Lisa, which came out of my painting. And it is the older Mona Lisa. It's a diary of Leonardo da Vinci, and I got over 700 YouTubes. It's out now. And you're going to find out that out of this, you'll find out micro images, you'll find out the breakage of his codes, you'll find out what these images portray, even though they're not all factual, for the reason is it's got to do with stylist of the artist. And you'll find the heart, you'll find the hand, you'll find out who the woman is, and you'll find out who the woman is. Young lady, older lady, and probably another nearly 4,000 other items in which are within my YouTubes. Again, nearly 3,700 images, over 6,000 views as of for last year, within the last year, and I'm going to continue this for you to see, and we'll just show you one of his tricks. Now this so happens to be on my man's collar area, and it's when you turn it, this is upside down, is an eye and a snout of a wolf type nose, but it's also a person this way, it's also another dog. You also turn it, it's a bird. It gets into many things. I don't think I can turn it. Yeah, you're not allowed to turn it here, but this one is one of my favorites. It's absolutely one of my favorites. And what I'm trying to tell you is that this is on the face of my woman. But let's say her nose is here, and it's like a little dot. And out of it, you cannot see with the human eye. They're that microscopic. This whole area is that microscopic. You can't see. You have to really try to find this bar here when it's opened up. This thing was shot with a 100 megapixel camera, 719 photo shots. Now this actually comes out to represent in his code, this darker area stands for L for Leonardo when it's turned. This here actually stands for an F with this little dash of his eyes with his bushy mustache. Very attractive man. All these little images ended up with his feet, and it's crisscross, see? And it actually, here's an S, and it spells out Salai, but it also spells out Melzi Francesca. This, when it's all spelled out, spells out Leonardo da Vinci Sir Pierre. And when you get into these little pieces, it takes a long time, a whole day to get into each, spelling out each one. Now, I am extremely excited about it, and because that same image, this same image was found on the Mona Lisa that I showed in one of my YouTubes, the exact same image, along with I've showed you the x-ray, which so happens to be of the Mona Lisa itself. Mona Lisa, actually the two initials of the Mona Lisa are ML if you were to carve it in a tree. Let me show you what this meaning is while I'm jumping around. This is an unblown up section to where I really blow them up. Now this is probably the size of, this would be the size of a 1 inch by 1.5 inch blown up this large. And there's probably 40 million images in this. And this is one of his codes. Okay, see, Leonardo da Vinci, when he died, he had massive loved ones. Now, when you go to a wedding or a funeral, what do? You have a book that you sign. Rest in peace, happy life with your loved one, whichever one you ended up going to. Well, out of love, and all the 300 approximate individuals who knew Leo, or associates or pupils, they signed in code after his death, and I really threw me. And actually, this is an M, and this is a sideways A, and this is a Y, and that actually stands for May. And then when you get into it, you can actually see in diamonds throughout here, in the stars, a big 2, and that stands for May 2nd. Okay, and then when you get into it, there's a breakage in here. It says here's a 5, and here's a 1, and here is a 1, and this stands for a 9, and it stands for 1519. That's when he died. So Leonardo da Vinci was a pristine, magnificent, awesome, excellent, greatest genius teacher on the planet. What you see here, these stars and diamonds, are actually figures of faces and happiness staring over back and forth at each other. A lot of his tricks is when he has, like this guy right here with an eye and an eye, he puts these little things where this guy is either looking at this guy or this guy, and this guy's looking at this guy. And when he gave his innuendos, let's say you're kind of go to a circus and they represent you as a big old long bazooka nose and long hair and skinny arms, and it's not a portrait of you, but it portrays you, and you catch what it's kind of a cute cartoon of what they're representing you as. A portrait joke or something similar to that effect. The stylist of the individual, of the artist. Well, so this could easily been Melzi Francesca that was actually turned into Jesus Christ and such, or it could be the lion's roar of the hair and the larger face of Leonardo da Vinci. Or it could also be someone in which he knew that still represented both of them, and he portrayed all three. Like in the Mona Lisa, I do believe there's at least 5 images in there between his mother, his lovers, and the model in which was there. So that's minimum 4, and I keep an open door. I keep an open mind. On top of that, if you really get into this, you'll find out that I have broken a lot of his codes. And so out of his codes, like his stars, there's thousands of songs in here, because these are music sheets. He's playing music. Look at it's running in lines, as you've seen. And it's a very, very tricky way of Leo. And that is a Leo in front of you, okay? Not only is that a Leo in front of you, that's his mother in front of you, that's his lovers in front of you, and again, I have the question mark. And so, listen, there's well over 3,700 exact images and more information regarding this. 7 years, 8 to 12 hours a day, studying $500,000. One way or another, I nearly lost everything just to work on this thing. I'm still staying going, and I still have means, but it would be great to be comfortable. So with that, I got to say, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, give me a view, and pass it on to your friends and brothers. And this is what I got to say. This is the older Mona Lisa, a lost painting. It's been changed in color deliberately so I can get different meanings out of it. You can get a sailboat out of it. You can get the MF for Melzi Francisca out of it. You can get a lot of things out of this that is out of a regular, just as well as an X-ray. And X-rays have to be X-rayed approximately 200 different ways. And anybody says you just X-ray and you get it, it's not. It's not just going through 3 filmings. It's a lot. You ought to see all the cameras. Each camera, even your cell phone camera, works pretty good in different ways, especially at night. Anyway, with that, I need for you to help me out, subscribe, and to say your prayers, and keep your distance, wash your hands, be friendly to others. And if you have a problem, let the authorities take care of it. And with that, unfortunately, I hate to get it that deep, but may God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens, and you stay healthy. And I love you guys. I don't know you, but we're all here on this earth to work together. And if you can help me, that would be great. To work together. Subscribe, please. And amen.